that my camera is picking this up, but the sky is so gorgeous right now, right off of my porch. It's orange and blue and yellow. It is gorgeous this morning. Here's a better view stepping outside. Oh my goodness, that is just gorgeous. Absolutely love it. And then we go right over and we see the garden. What a way to wake up on a Friday morning. Really nice this morning. I'm so glad nothing tried to attack them, so we're looking good. Hey Leo, good morning. You want to check the garden? Let's go check it. Good morning everybody, welcome to my greenhouse. We are going to go out and take a look at the garden. It's Friday. We've got to come up with a game plan on what we're going to do for the weekend. So we're working around the rain. We're supposed to have rain all day, or I say all throughout Saturday and all throughout Sunday. So I've really got to kind of know what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, and if I'm going to do it, because I don't want to put my new seedlings out here and they just get smashed with rain. So it's one of those weekends that it's a delicate balance. So let's go see what we'd like to do. What is it? What do you see? I think something might be under my greenhouse, but that's okay. We're going to ignore that. If you've been following me, you know he comes in every day to check to make sure nothing's in there, but clearly there is something in there. What is in there, my love? Oh my goodness, is it quite scary? What should I do? Hey, look how he's trying to talk to me. He's telling me, it's in there, Mama. Okay. It's okay. It's okay, I promise. Okay, the bed I am most excited about is this one with the entrance. And by the way, I think something is under my greenhouse because Leo is very interested. And I think it's moving to the right and to the left. And I'm not even going to think about what it could be. But he would like to know. That's okay. I'm not going to let that scare me. Okay, the bed right here at the entrance of the arch. So you have the arch here, and then this is the one where I did all of the snapdragons. I'm going to have sweet alyssum, cauliflower. Well, in gardening, it's pretty hard when you're growing your own seeds to make something symmetrical and completely match because your seedlings run at different times and sometimes you have to start seeds over. So this one, because I have so much cabbage, I'm thinking about doing 4 corners of cabbage and then almost like a circle of flowers all around and flowers in the center, and that way those cabbages will just open up and blossom on all 4 corners and then just flowers, and that should be absolutely beautiful. Let's make sure everyone is standing and growing, and sometimes I do have to go back and look at the footage and see is this new or was this here yesterday. And if you're growing a garden, I really recommend that. Take pictures so that you can kind of see if something is getting your items, because that could have been there from day one. Look at here, everything's looking good. I wish I could enter her into a contest. Is that not the most beautiful parsley? And the bunny is just kind of hiding in there. I'm going to pull all of my basil because that's just volunteer basil anyway. So she is struggling, but we are gonna probably come out here and tie her up a little because with that rain, she may take a beating. And do we have okra? Don't have any right now. Oh, we do. And I just picked one last night, so we might get a little bit of okra tonight. And then I'm going to get rid of all of this volunteer basil because we're going to put lots of cabbage and broccoli and all kind of good stuff there. So I have to show you one thing that did make me sad. I noticed this yesterday morning as I came outside and I'm like, where are all of my zinnia little seedlings? Something ate them. Look at this. That is all that is left. This had zinnia leaves all in it and it just munched all night long. That's okay. We'll just save that for ranunculus and tulips and some beautiful flowers. I have to go, okay? What is it, my love? I hope I don't regret this, but I've checked the weather, and we are not supposed to have any rain. So I'm going to go ahead and take these. I have my fire pit here, which I got to clean my patio this weekend. I'm going to power wash it and do my weeding, but I've just been so busy with seeds. But I'm gonna go ahead and sit these guys out. Is that not the most beautiful cabbage start of one? They're so pretty, but we're gonna let them have their field trips, and I'll let you know this evening if we did okay. It is the most amazing Friday afternoon, and I cannot wait to get my hands in the soil and do stuff in the garden. Don't know if I'll actually get my hands in the soil though, because I don't really have anything to plant at the moment, but just to be out in the garden. So I just bought a new toy. The very first thing I'm going to do is check my footage since I've been filming on this camera, and I have not turned this camera on since 2019, so I need to make sure I know what I'm doing and I'm actually capturing what needs to be captured. So I'm going to kind of take a look at that real quickly, and then I'm going to test out my new little toy and we'll see how it works together. He is going to be so excited because we're going to the greenhouse. Yes, you want to go to the greenhouse? All right. He's been such a good boy trying to figure out what's in there. Let's go. Come on. Yes. Yes. I'm coming. I'm coming. Gotta fix the drapes, the curtains. They're quite the mess. All right, let me show you my new toy as I fix my curtain. And handle the excitement. You had to know too. What is going on out here? Okay, so I have bought this gimbal, which will go on my tripod, and it's supposed to follow me. So here we are. There you are. Here I am. We're all here. We're going to put it on video, and let's see. So let me work with this, and I'll be right. It's supposed to follow me in the greenhouse and in the garden as I'm planting, so I don't have to move the tripod every time. This is a dream. Technology has come so far since I used to do this. Wow, I'm so excited. So some footage will be on my phone, and then some will be on my camera, just because that's going to be amazing. Oh, this is a little crazy. Am I gardening in here, or am I a camera store? I've got to figure out what I've got going on. That's one of my goals tonight. Okay, I'm going to give this a test, and you will see the footage in a minute on what I'm able to accomplish. So it's on. Let's see. Good morning and welcome to my greenhouse. It's Saturday morning. It feels amazing. It is actually only 77 degrees, 60% humidity. There is a breeze that feels fantastic. This is like the perfect weather. But I did look at my app, and let me check it one more time. I'm watching the weather very closely, because you certainly don't want to plant and have the weather just beat down on your new little seedlings. But we're at 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and it is not going to rain until about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, but it's such a low percentage that I do have a plan, and that's something I want to share. Is if you garden, always have a backup plan and never trust the apps or the weather reports. I have definitely learned that lesson. So I have these that need to go in the ground today. Is that not just the most beautiful? That is a golden acre cabbage. That is so pretty. But let me go get my bucket, and I'll show you what my plan is, because I'm going to have a backup plan. He needs to be able to make his entrance. My garden buddy is here. Yes. And you may be wondering, I don't know if I mentioned this, Lily, I think you saw her yesterday. She is our female doodle, and her name is Miss Lilybell. And Miss Lilybell lives up to her name because she doesn't like to get hot and sweaty and wet, and garden time is not exactly her favorite. Leo, on the other hand, is the most amazing garden buddy. He likes to be out here. Hear traffic control going by, but he loves to be out here. All right, let me go get my buckets. Okay, so I am the type of personality where I don't like to hold on to a lot of extra things. Everything has a place, and in its place it needs to be. And in its place it needs to be. But one thing I've learned about gardening is that you definitely need to hold on to some extra things. So my dad gave me these pots from a project he had. So my plan is, when I plant my cabbage, if the weather changes and it looks like it's going to be bad, I am going to take these and cover my cabbage once it's in the ground, only for this first kind of couple of days, because you know it's brand new, it doesn't need to be beat down, but there's still some holes for air circulation and some water can still get in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have this very nice bench right here, or stool, that I sit at my cabinet, but you know what, sometimes it's just nice to sit on the floor. I've got this nice rug right here, and just take my garden journal, and I've got my seeds right there. I'm going to start looking them up for the days to harvest, and that way we'll know what we're going to put in the bed, so I will report back. Have our golden acres is 65 days, our early is 65 days, and our red cabbage is 75 days. So I'm going to try to put 2 red cabbages in the bed because it's a square bed, and then I'm going to do a golden acre in the other corner and an early in the other corner. So that just helped me design what we're going to do. Okay, you can start off with the best plan, but then you get out here and you get excited and inspired. And I was gonna do just 4 cabbages, 1 in each corner. But then when I laid them out, I thought, how amazing would it be to have 9 instead of 4, and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 rows of 3. And when those cabbages open up, they're going to be beautiful, and I'm just going to put a mixture of flowers all in them, and I think that's going to look amazing. So plans changed, but I think it's going to look great. Also, if you saw me sit down and take a break, you don't realize how much movement and how great gardening is for your body, but oh my goodness, whew, I'm already feeling it. My core from bending and holding, and my thighs from squatting. Tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll feel like, whoa, why do I feel like I've been hit by a train? Because you're so sore. So I have one that had a double in the cup. I've got a plant over there, and then I have this one right here that I need to get planted, and I'll be done planting. So I'm gonna go take a look at that bed and figure out where I want to put these 2, but most importantly I'm gonna make sure I put it in my garden journal. Okay, I am so proud of myself. I wrote down everything that I planted, where I planted it. I know my days to harvest. Everything is set. So the last thing we need to do is we've got to put our mulch around each of our brand new cabbages. So I'm going to do my pine straw, and then I'm leaving room. I'm not doing the entire bed because in all of the open spaces I'm going to put a mixture. Oh, I've got so many flowers. I've got pansies, snapdragons, marigolds, multiple marigold. I've got a lot of flowers that I'm going to mix inside of there. So we're just going to put mulch around the cabbage. Okay, now for the absolute worst part. This is probably the only part of gardening that I don't like, and that's feeding with fish emulsion. So it's time to go feed. They absolutely love this, and I'm so grateful there is a breeze out here, because I think I said this before, July and August, when you have to feed with fish emulsion and there's not a breeze and there's nothing but heat and still air, it's the worst. It's the worst. I think, anyway, it's the worst. But today there's a really nice breeze, so the smell should not linger too long. But we need to feed everyone because there's no rain. I don't want to say they're dry, but they're ready to be fed, and it's the perfect time. Okay, so here are all of the ones that are going to start their next set of field trips, so they just get used to being outside. So that was nice to get this many out, and it's going to range from everywhere from giant red mustard, which by the way I tried last year for the first time. It is delicious. Like, why have I gone so long being so scared of so many vegetables? But now I will say it has a little bit of a spice to it and tastes kind of like horseradish, but I love horseradish. It's delicious. We have Swiss chard, we have more cabbage, we have marigolds. I'm really excited to try this one. It's a straw flower, and it's supposed to almost be made out of paper, so to speak, instead of petals. So that's pretty exciting. But we've got a great mixture, lots of flowers. I can't wait to get more flowers in the garden. Look, before I do the fish emulsion and everything gets wet, so everything looks great right here with our 2 cauliflower and our snapdragons. I still have to plant the sweet alyssum when she's ready, and I'm just hoping she comes back and thrives and does good, but we may be replacing that. And then everything is looking fantastic over here with all the different cabbages. We have 3 different cabbages, 9 total, and then we are going to be planting probably a big mixture of snapdragons and straw flowers. I mean, everywhere that I can fit a blank that still allows for the proper spacing, I am going to be doing that. Those will grow up, these will grow out. It's going to be stunning. We need to harvest some okra, and we will have it for dinner tonight. Look at all of her beautiful flowers. I don't think I've ever had 3 open at one time. I had 2, but I have not had 3, and the 3rd one is over there. So let's get some okra for dinner tonight. Hey, let's see what we've got in here. So this one is definitely ready. One right here that we could go ahead and get. Hi, buddy. Hi. We're about to fertilize everything, but let's check this one over here. You're just the best garden buddy ever. You're the best garden buddy ever. Okay, let's see. She has her flower out, which is so pretty. Oh, I love it. All right, is that one big enough? No, that's not big enough yet. Okay, no burgundy okra yet. All right, let me do the terrible part, which is fish emulsion. Okay, one thing that I'm working on right now is my order from Dutch Grown came in, and it has all of my tulip bulbs. I have the marshmallow collection. These are going to be gorgeous, but they need to go in the refrigerator for about 12 weeks. So we need to go ahead and get these started. So I've got this bag going. I've got it marked and labeled, and then I'm getting a couple of more. And then I have some other varieties. I have some ranunculus, some anemones, ixias. I think the one I'm most excited about is the ranunculus. Those are just going to be gorgeous. But that's what I'm working on right now, is getting these ready to go in the refrigerator. I just told Eddie that I'm going to have to empty one of the drawers. So we will no longer have like a dedicated, I don't know what it's, we're either giving up the cheese drawer or the vegetable drawer, but I need to put my tulips in there. And we're actually looking at getting a new refrigerator, because I want one that has like that long drawer that comes out, and you can have everything kind of displayed, like all of your deli meats, your cheese, everything's kind of laid out. So I told him we have to keep the one that we have, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and it's going to turn into my bulb refrigerator, like all of my flower bulbs. I think that's a great idea, don't you? Okay, I don't know why I didn't think about this, but upstairs in our media room, we have a beverage refrigerator, and we just keep water in it, and it is the perfect place to now become my dedicated tulip refrigerator. which means I need to go get more tulip bulbs because I have more space. Isn't that kind of girl math? But this is going to be the tulip refrigerator. Look at all of this space. So we just got the 4 bags of tulips. We still have all of the space. We need to go get some more tulips. Okay, I am beyond excited. I'm sitting in my egg chair and there's this beautiful breeze that's going and it feels so good, but I'm gonna sit here with my computer for a minute and go back to Dutch Grown, and because that's where I have those from, and I'm gonna see what other tulip varieties they have, because now I have a dedicated tulip refrigerator. I cannot believe I didn't think about that before, because we really don't use that one at all unless we have company come over, and then we fill it up with waters and sodas and whatever that person might like. And but in the meantime, it's my dedicated tulip refrigerator. So let me see if I can find some others. Look at their website. It is beautiful. Can you imagine? Look at that purple. Wow, oh, that is gorgeous right there. So I ordered the tulip marshmallow collection, and that's what they're gonna look like. So I'd probably like to stick with the color combination there, which you could put any colors, but the pinks and the white, I just think is gorgeous. I absolutely love their website because it gives me so much inspiration about what I could do. Look how they threw in some purple. So that is the wedding gift collection. And then here they put in pops of yellow. Now I am inspired. So my lesson of today is I have to make sure my battery is charged because I only have 1 battery. And as soon as I wrap up with the French toast, I'm gonna go order another Canon G7X battery because yeah, we're having to go back to the phone. So I did want to share with you what I'm doing to my French toast in case you decide to make it. So I am using the pumpkin brioche twist. It's a classic French style brioche with a hint of warm spices. So I don't want to go too heavy on adding extra spices because it's already packed full of it. Normally, if I was making my French toast with just plain bread, I would add a cinnamon and vanilla extract. I think I may do a splash of vanilla, the tiniest bit, but I'm definitely not adding cinnamon because my toast kind of has everything. And then I don't have milk except almond milk, and that's not really the direction I'm wanting to go, but I do have heavy whipping cream. So I just was doing some research, and if you just have heavy whipping cream, because I had oatmeal pie cookies I made in the last vlog, and I would like to use this up. And if you want, you can use heavy cream, but it's going to make it more of a decadent French toast and richer. You can add a little water to thin it out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to do 2 large eggs because it's just for myself and Eddie. So I'm going to get started. Okay, the French toast was amazing. I'm going to insert a picture right here so you can see it. It was fantastic. Fantastic. And again, I'm not a huge pumpkin spice, but that is it's just the perfect touch of fall as I hope we continue to get a little bit cooler. Today's weather has been a dream. It is like 2:30 in the afternoon, I believe, and it's in the greenhouse, which is hotter. It's only 86 degrees, so it's got to be in the low 80s outside, and I am loving that, loving it. But we got a lot accomplished today. We got the cabbage bed done. When the flowers are finished, we'll get those planted, and we got some in the other spots. Okay, since you got to see Leo so much in the garden, this is the side you need to see of Miss Lily. She is my snuggle bunny. I'm talking about we watch every movie under the sun and all the fun cooking shows. Yes, we do. She is my snuggle bunny. So this is where Miss Lily loves to snuggle, where Leo likes to be in the garden. Are you a good girl? Yeah? She wants me to say that magical word. What's the word? Treat? Do you want a treat? Yeah? Okay, let's go. Okay, everybody, let's close up the garden for tonight. I did just see, I was looking online, and Joanna Gaines is launching her Christmas collection at 2 a.m. in the morning on Target's Hearth and Hand collection. I don't think I'll be up that early, but I don't really think there's anything that I want, but I also don't love that they're not giving you kind of an early release so that you can make your list. I don't like having to look whenever it goes live, and then feeling rushed to pick something because everything sells out so quickly. But there's really nothing Christmas that I need, but I would like to just see what's there. But what I did see is that she is going to have her new frozen food items like chocolate chip cookies and sugar cookies, and she's going to have like banana bread, cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna have to try those out and see what we think. But let's go close the garden greenhouse door. Oh, I need to remember to close this window. I'm glad I just saw that. We don't want rain to come in here. Let's get that. There we go. Okay, look how pretty those lights look through there. That's it. I think we got a lot of work done today, and I'm super pleased. Tomorrow, I would love to make those cookies with you, the Silos chocolate chip cookies that Joanna has, so maybe we can do a bake with me together. But look how good everyone looks. They look great, and just imagine all the flowers that are going to be in there and along there. It's going to be so, so pretty. All right, good night to the garden. It makes my heart so happy. Oh, I need to pick up those cups. I'll get those in the morning. Have a great night. So I'm very glad that we did our garden work yesterday, because this is what it's looked like all day today. But I've been going out and checking on them, and they seem to be doing good. I just kind of moved that pine straw over to keep them safe with their little stems. But instead, we're going to go inside and make Joanna Gaines silo cookies. Perfect for a rainy day. To get a quick shot of them, and they are looking good. I'm pitching the pine straw up a little closer because it looks like there's so much when you're putting it there, but when it rains you can see that it's not as much as you thought. So as soon as it stops raining, I am going to need to add more pine straw. It's raining and this guy is still concerned about me. Oh, you are the sweetest. Let's go inside, my love. Okay, we're in the kitchen because it is raining outside, as you saw, and today is the perfect time to try these silo cookies that Joanna Gaines had on her show. And Eddie and I have actually tasted them when we went to the silos, and they are delicious. So I hope I can recreate it. And also, I'm testing out my gimbal, which, let me turn it on. Okay, so it's going to follow me around, which is going to be fantastic because I will not have to move it around constantly as I'm going to the mixer or going to the oven. So we're going to see how it does. I've got to activate it. I think it's set. Okay, so got dishwasher going, laundry going. You may hear some noises, but that's okay. That's what you do on a casual Sunday afternoon. Let me go ahead and start getting all of the ingredients together. So we need 2 sticks of butter. Somebody hears all the good ingredients coming out. All right, let's see. So we need granulated sugar, eggs, and pure vanilla. Okay, I went ahead and pulled out all of my ingredients just because I wanted to check the footage and make sure it's working. There would be nothing worse than doing all of this and making the cookies and realizing it was not recording correctly since I'm using this little gimbal. So we have 1 cup, 2 sticks of butter, room temperature. We have 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, 3/4 a cup of granulated sugar, 2 eggs, our vanilla extract, our all-purpose flour, our salt, our baking soda, our rolled oats, our semi-sweet chocolate, but we're using milk chocolate, our peanut butter chips, but we're using butterscotch, walnuts, and we're using pecans. So let's get started. Okay, I think until I get a little bit more comfortable with this, I'm going to use my phone camera, just because I can't see the screen, and that way I can kind of see. Instead of having to worry about what ingredients I'm using, is the camera following me? So I just switched you to the phone and I already feel better. So we are going to jump in and mix our dry ingredients, but you know what? I just realized the recipe's on my phone. Oh, Ed. I gotta get back into the hang of this. Okay, I'm very quickly pulling the recipe up on my computer. I am out of practice. I'm going to have to get back into the practice of this. Let's see. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, let's mix our dry ingredients. So we need 1.5 cups of rolled oats and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This just makes baking so much more fun. It is so pretty. wash this out. I'm gonna hand wash it. You can put it in the dishwasher, but I'm just gonna be safe. We're gonna go ahead and get our cookies scooped onto the tray. I purchased this last weekend at Target because I was doing another recipe, and it is working out great. I believe it is like the Target brand, but these seem to fall apart so quickly, but I really, really like this one, and it seems to be the perfect size. She says that you can refrigerate them for up to 30 minutes and then scoop them. I'm gonna kind of do a test. I'm doing this batch, not refrigerating them, and I'm going to bake them like she says for 13 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes while those are baking, and then I'll make another batch. I really wanna see the difference and see if the refrigerating them made that big of a difference, or if it just made it easier to scoop. I didn't find an issue with scooping them, but we'll test it out. Okay, the cookies were delicious. I'm actually just packaging them up right now, so we'll have them during the week, and then we're gonna give some away to family, but I would not change a thing about the recipe. I thought they were delicious. Just watch your cooking time, because I did have to go over just a little bit on mine, but everyone's oven is different, so just watch yours. Yours might even be less. So they are fantastic, and I highly recommend that you make them. Just Google the Magnolia on the Farm silo cookies, and the recipe is right online, because I didn't do every single step, and she has everything provided for you, but I highly recommend them. Hi everybody, so I don't have my tripod with me, so we're just going to do it old school of just sitting on the floor, putting you wherever I can find a spot, and that's what works. But thank you so much for being here this week, over the weekend, and I'm trying to do one weekly vlog and one weekend vlog, and then some shorts in between that. But I just have to say a huge thank you, because all the comments are rolling in, and I'm just getting to reconnect with so many names that I recognize, and when I see them I'm like, oh, that's her, you know, there she is. So I love it, absolutely love it. Your comments mean the world to me, so thank you so much. Please leave a comment if you'd like. I'd love to be able to chat back, and I'm having fun with our little emojis after we've watched the video. So this week we've already done a cookie, we've done a carrot. I don't think that they have a cabbage. My hair is just a mess because it's raining out there. I don't think they have a cabbage, but if you can do a cabbage or a head of lettuce, something like that, or a plate of salad, because we kind of planted a lot of cabbage, I would love to see that. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.